everyone. So earlier this week I did a tutorial on how you can use ShadowSense for your lips, and that's a fun way to use it. But obviously ShadowSense is really meant for your eyes, though there are lots of ways you can use it, and we're going to talk about a couple of others today. And so today I wanted to do a tutorial for you all about how I use ShadowSense. I think there are a lot of ways that you can go through it, so I'm going to kind of go step by step because you could use one color, two colors, three, four, you can use as many colors as you want. So I'm going to start simple and then kind of make my eye look a little bit more dramatic as we go along. So I've done all my makeup except for my eyelids and my brows, because on my brows I'm going to use Mocha Java as a filler. As you can see, I've got kind of light, sparse eyebrows, although I am using our Lash Extend to kind of help them become a little bit fuller. So you'll see the Mocha Java. And then I have already used Candlelight ShadowSense, which is an amazing concealer. So I used it over a birthmark I have, under my eyes, and then over some red spots I had on my chin, because this humid weather disagrees with my skin. So that one I've already used, but it's also a great base layer if you're looking to do an eye look with it. So other than that, I'm gonna use these four colors. I've got Mulberry, Pink Frost, Pink Opal Shimmer, and Garnet. So like I said, I'm gonna kind of start with just one color so you can see how it goes, and then I'll add another and kind of work my way up so you can see different ways that you can use it. So out of these four colors, the one that I'm gonna use is my all over color because it's the lightest, is the Pink Frost. I really like this color. I think it gives a nice pop of color, but it's not a ton of color on me. If you have darker skin, this is obviously gonna show up more. So the way that I start is I just scrape off so that there's not a ton on the brush, and I go ahead and wand it directly on there. Obviously, I'm not gonna leave it like that. Then I go in with a brush and smooth it out. All right, so that's the first coat. So obviously you could go just one color. If you did, I would suggest being a little bit heavier down here and getting lighter as you go up. I use it as an all over color, so you can see it gives a good amount of color. If you want to kind of smooth it out to make sure you don't have lines, you want to do that while it's still a little bit wet, so go in like that. I love this color. I really like how it looks as a base color, and you can build it. So if you wanted to go in, you could do another little bit down here and then keep it a little bit more pink and opaque down here and going more sheer up here. That's definitely an option. It's buildable color, which is an amazing thing to be able to do with your shadows, which is harder to do, I think, with like just a true powder. And that's the nice thing about these cream to powders. So there's one way you can wear it, just one all over color. Mocha Java Shimmer would be great for this. Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, pretty much any of them would be great for this. That's not how I typically wear it. So it kind of depends on the day, but one of the things that I like to do is if I don't feel like putting on a ton and I'm just trying to go for a little bit of definition, I'll just do two colors. And so when I just do two colors with the Pink Frost, the darker color that I use under my crease is Mulberry. So this is a great color. What I'll do is the same kind of thing. I'm just gonna keep it below the crease and blend that in. There you go. If you wanted that to be your look, you could definitely go just two colors. I like that. I think it gives a little bit of definition, but it's not too much. I like to wear it that way on my, like, I'm trying to look like I'm not wearing makeup days, but I like to wear makeup all the time. And as you can see, I have birthmarks on my eyelids. So for me, like, I really do like to wear eyeshadow because that kind of helps cover that up. So that's one way. Again, kind of simple. Like, it's good for a more natural look. I really like it. I think it's really pretty. But that's not always how I want to wear it. Sometimes I want to go with a little bit more drama, and I think Garnet is great for that with these colors. And so what I would do in that case is put Garnet a little bit here in the corners and a little bit into the crease and then just blend. So I'm going to do that on both eyes now. All right, so there we go. That gives, obviously you can see a little bit more definition to the eye. It's a little bit more dramatic. For me, because I have blue eyes, I find that little pop of brown kind of makes them pop a little bit more. And you can blend that as much or as little as you want. So you can continue to blend that out. Sometimes what I'll do is go back in to just kind of blend it into the other colors a little bit more. I really like, this is probably my most everyday look, just how I like to wear it. So that's another way. Then if you want to add even more, and who doesn't want to add more? Another thing you can do is go in just in the middle of your lid here with a shimmer color, and that'll again just kind of add a little bit more drama. I am obsessed right now with pink opal shimmer. You could also do this with other shimmer colors. Another one that might look good with these colors that I'm already doing is the sandstone pearl shimmer. I actually, well, we're gonna pull that in a minute. Okay, so this is pink opal shimmer. I'm just gonna put a little bit right here and then blend it just to give a little bit of a pop. There we go. You can see it adds just a little bit more depth to it. Another thing that I like to do with our shimmers is to use them as a brow highlighter. So Sandstone Pearl Shimmer is probably my go-to for that. You could also use Candlelight because you just want to go in with something a little bit lighter. So, all right, so right now we're at 4 colors. We're looking at adding a 5th. All right, so you can see that if you make a little mistake that while it's wet, you can still get it off. So you don't have to worry about that. And then this just adds a little bit more dimension to the brow, makes the brow kind of pop, which I think is amazing. So that could be all, or you can do one more thing. Now, I kind of go back and forth on which colors I use as a liner. I think that these ShadowSenses are the best liners I've ever used. They really don't smudge, and I've had a lot of problems in the past with liners. They tend to kind of migrate around my face and smudge, and like I feel like I'm constantly digging them out of the side of my eye. I don't have that problem with ShadowSense. Usually I use Onyx, but I have found that I really like Garnet for these more toned down looks. Onyx looks good too, but Garnet I think just gives us a little bit of a softer look, and today I'm going for a little bit more of a softer look. So what I'll do is I'll use this, I'll take a little bit of color off the wand with my liner brush and then just apply it. What I will also say before I do this is you want to kind of keep your eyes a little bit open like this while it's drying, because if you immediately close them up like this, you're going to find that it transfers a little bit, but it should dry relatively quickly. Thin layers are better, and going over it twice than doing a thick layer, in my opinion. All right, so that's the top liner. Let that dry for a little bit, and then if you want, you can go in and add a little bit on the bottom, which I'm gonna do super quickly here. Oh, and you can see this is what happens if you don't let it dry all the way. Normally I'm a little more patient. All right. So that's the complete eyeshadow look. I love how this makes my eyes pop. My eyes are my favorite feature on myself. So I really, really think that eyeshadow is important in my day-to-day look. But like I said, I mean, you can see at every layer we could have left the next thing out. If you want to do one, you can do one. If you want to do two, you can do two. It all depends on the level of drama you're going with and how much makeup you like to wear. I wear way more eye makeup than I wear anywhere else. Like everywhere else, we're talking like color corrected tinted moisturizer. There's not much else going on, a little bit of blush. But on my eyes, I like a little bit more makeup because that's the area I'm trying to focus on. So even my cheeks play into highlighting my eyes. So then the last thing is to go in with Mocha Java on my brows. Now, there are lots of different colors that you can use on your brow depending on what your brow color is. So I do know people who use Garnet as their brow color. I know people that use Onyx as their brow color. I think even for some people, like lighter blondes, Copper Rose could be a good color for your brows. For me, Mocha Java is the most similar to what my natural brow color is, and so that's the one that I use. And I really do like it, and again, it's gonna stay on all day, which is what I want. I like where it's hot. Like, you sweat and it gets in your brows, so you wanna make sure that it stays on all day. I started using this a couple of months ago, and I'll probably never go back to anything else. Like, I really, really like how this lasts. It's amazing. So what I'm gonna do is just go in and kind of brush it in, and then use this brush to just kind of like separate it out and make it look a little bit more natural. On me, I don't like super drawn in looking brows, but you could definitely get that look if that is the look that you're going for. On me, because I think because I'm so pale, I think it looks funny. So here we go. And there you go. That's my complete eye look. I mean, these are the things that work for me. Really, whatever works for you, do it. There's no wrong way to wear it. I find that light, fluffy brushes do work better with our colors. I think they make them a little bit more blendable. When they're stiff, you don't get that as much. So fluffier brushes are good. I am using these, which I got on Amazon. It's a full kit. It's super good. And it's not very expensive. I know some of you have also gotten some as hostess gifts, and those are really great brushes as well. So that's my eye look tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message or leave me a comment, and I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great day.